Welcome to another startup and complete car documentation. What we have today is a 2017 Hyundai Sonata Limited. This Sonata is painted in Phantom Black. Chrome door handles. On the key fob, you have the buttons for lock, unlock, trunk release, and panic. You also have smart key access for the front doors. Storage on the front door panels. This one has a premium Infinity sound system. Power windows, locks, and mirrors. Nice wood grain trim. Got two-person memory for the driver's seat. Standard on limited models is leather seat upholstery, and this one has the gray interior color scheme. Both front seats are fully powered. Now that we're behind the wheel, let's go ahead and start the engine. And of course, along with Smart Key, it has push-button ignition. One of Hyundai's longest-running models, the Sonata is their entry into the midsize sedan segment, competing with other cars like the Toyota Camry and Honda Accord. The Sonata nameplate made its debut for 1985, although the first-generation Sonata was only sold in Korea and was basically a more luxury-equipped Hyundai Stellar. For the launch of the Sonata's second generation in 1988, however, it was no longer based on a pre-existing model, and it was also now sold in a vast number of markets, including the US. It also switched from a rear-wheel drive to a front-wheel drive platform. As of the 2023 model year, the Sonata is currently in its 8th generation. This 2017 model we have today represents the Sonata's 7th generation, codenamed LF, which was produced in the US from model years 2015 through 2019, and also shares its platform with the 4th generation Kia Optima. While the 6th gen YF Sonata that came before this one used Hyundai's original fluidic sculpture design language, the 7th gen LF Sonata switched over to the newer Fluidic Sculpture 2.0 design language, giving it, in my opinion, a more understated yet more high-end premium appearance than the outgoing 6th gen Sonata. For 2016, the LF generation Sonata Hybrid made its debut, and a new plug-in hybrid version also made its debut alongside it. For 2018, the Sonata got a mid-cycle facelift, which gave it some updated styling inside and out, along with a new available transmission. The US market 2017 model year Sonata had quite a substantial lineup, including the standard full-on gas-powered Sonata range with 3 available engines, a traditional gas-electric hybrid configuration, and a gas-electric plug-in hybrid. Trim levels for non-hybrid models include Base, SE, Eco, Sport, and Limited. Sonata hybrids came in just SE or Limited, while Sonata plug-in hybrids came in Base or Limited. Then we get to the engines, starting first with the non-hybrid range. Standard on Base, SE, Sport, and Limited is a 185 horsepower 2.4-liter inline-4, which is what the car in this video has. The Sonata Eco has a smaller, more efficient 1.6-liter turbo 4 with 178 horses, making it the most fuel-efficient out of the non-hybrid 2017 Sonatas. Then, optional on Sport and Limited is a potent 2-liter turbo 4 with 245 horsepower. Finally, the Sonata Hybrid and plug-in hybrids pair a 2-liter naturally aspirated inline-4 with an electric motor. Total output is 193 horsepower for the regular hybrid, and 202 horsepower for the plug-in. As for transmissions, most models, even the hybrids, use a 6-speed automatic. However, the Sonata Eco uses a 7-speed dual-clutch auto. So starting with the instrument cluster, you have two analog gauges, which are your tachometer and speedometer. Your fuel and temperature gauges are digital. And then in the center is a digital information display, which can be gone through via these controls on this steering wheel. Range, trip computers, compass, info on your driving assists. It's got adaptive cruise, all that kind of stuff. And back to there. It has a 4-spoke design, leather-wrapped and multifunctional steering wheel. There are side bolstering grips. And as for controls, on this side you have your Bluetooth and audio controls, whereas on this side, over here, you have your information display controls along with your cruise and smart or adaptive cruise controls. Very high quality feeling leather, feels really nice in the hand. And the steering wheel is tilt and telescopic. If you're watching this, that means my most recent upload was a 2011 Sonata Limited, also in black. And that, of course, is the generation that came before this. And I gotta say, in terms of just build quality, this generation feels way more refined and nice than the generation that came before it. Nicer fit and finish materials. Fuse panel. You have your electronic fuel door and trunk releases, traction control, panel dim, your lane keep assist and blind spot monitoring toggle buttons, climate vent for the driver. On this side you have your exterior lighting stock, and then on this side is your wiper stock. Going down the center of the interior, you have your central climate vents, SD card slot for the navigation map, CD player in this one still. You've got your touchscreen infotainment system. There's the home screen, your push button ignition, hazard switch, passenger airbag indicator, digital clock. You have some physical controls for the radio, volume power tuning knob, seat track, and then you also have an array of physical shortcut buttons for the infotainment system. You have dual zone automatic climate control, along with 3-stage heated and cooled front seats. Behind this cover is some storage, along with 2 power outlets, an aux port, and a USB port. Some storage next to the shifter. Putting it in reverse does reveal a backup camera with guidance lines. Also, when you put it in reverse, the side view mirrors tilt down. Got an electronically operated parking brake along with an auto brake hold, 2 cup holders, and a center console. The glove box is lockable. Both sun visors do have vanity mirrors, lights, and card holders. You have an auto-dimming rear view, got a compass, garage home link, roadside assistance. On the overhead console, you have a sunglass holder, your overhead lighting, and the power controls for your sunroof. One-touch auto. And here is the infotainment system. Right now we're on the home screen. Go to all menus. First we'll check out radio. You have AM, FM, Sirius XM, and SoundHound. Pandora. Do have navigation, There's your navigation map. Compare a phone, available Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, apps, Blue Link, SiriusXM Travel Link if you have a subscription. Even have a nice quick guide, help you get to know the system, and then setup, all sorts of things to configure. But now, let's go ahead and roll down the driver's window and then take a look at the engine bay. Both front windows are fully automatic. The Limited trim adds this set of 17-inch 10-spoke alloy rims. 18-inch rims are added to 2-liter turbo Limited models. Powering this car is the Sonata Limited's base engine for 2017, which is the Theta 2 2.4-liter naturally aspirated inline-4. It's an all-aluminum engine with dual overhead camshafts, 4 valves per cylinder, variable valve timing, and direct injection. Horsepower is rated at 185 at 6,000 RPM, while torque is rated at 178 pound-feet at 4,000 RPM. That power is channeled to the front wheels via a 6-speed automatic transmission with a manual mode. Running on regular unleaded with an 18.5-gallon fuel tank, EPA estimates for a Sonata equipped like this one are 25 mpg in the city and 35 mpg on the highway. It has a McPherson strut front suspension and a multi-link rear suspension. Stopping the car are 4-wheel disc brakes with the front ones being ventilated. As you saw earlier, the fuel cap is on the driver's side. You have storage and bottle holders in the back door panels as well. Sunshades. You even have 2-stage heated rear seats. Rear seats are also folding. Coat hooks. Grab handles as well. Overhead lighting. The original protective plastic has still not been peeled off since this car was new. I'll leave that joy to the next owner. Both front seats have mat pockets on the backs. Rear passengers do get quite a lot of amenities. I mean, heated seats, sunshades, And then you got your climate vents and a 12-volt power outlet, plus a center armrest with 3 cup holders. 1 small one and 2 big ones. And passenger space and comfort back here. I'm about 6'1", and the front seat is actually further back than I'd have it, because right now it's programmed where you turn the car off, the seat will automatically go further back to make it easier to get out. And still, I'm pretty comfortable. I'm not cramped at all. Headroom is just about sufficient. My head's not touching the roof at all. Legroom, not too bad. Even with the seat like this, really nice, respectable mid-size sedan. Roomy, comfortable, loaded with features. It's the limited trim. Yeah, not much to complain about. Dual exhausts. Trunk space in the 17 Sonata is 16.3 cubic feet. The rear seats can also be folded down to allow for more space. Anyhow, thanks for checking out this tour of this 2017 Hyundai Sonata. And as always, stay on the lookout for future tours.